In this episode, we're going to talk to Cornelius Musonda, who has just massaged me. Cornelius, episode 19, Hacker to Hero, special guest today.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
And so I had a screening with Luke in our last pod, and he noticed that there were a bit of tension in my back. So I said to him, there's only one man for this job, and that's Cornelius.
That's it.
Cornelius. And you're not only a single figure golfer, are you?
Yeah.
You used to play squash at quite a high level, didn't you?
Some would say yes.
Some would say.
Say.
Let's have a little bit of. Come on. Let's tell the audience what Cornelius used to do and how he's got into massaging my back.
Yeah. So I used to be a professional squash player, and I come from Zambia originally, and I came to England really to be a professional squash player. I was fortunate enough that I had sponsors that believed in me.
Yep.
And they believed the fact that I had the ability and the skills to be a pro squash player. Came here, I had a reasonable career with squash, and actually it was a personal shoulder injury that led me into becoming a sports therapist.
Really?
Yes, it was. So I had an injury. I think I was training for the Commonwealth Games for Australia. I had a labral tear in my shoulder. I had to pull out, and he was actually dealing with chiropractors, sports therapists.
Yes.
And I was just amazed at the fact that seeing a surgeon who thought that I might need surgery, but I had a chiropractor and a sports therapist and a friend of mine who was also a personal trainer, and between the three of them, they actually got me back to playing squash. But it was actually the fact that I witnessed and watched in awe really of these three people rehabilitate me and got me back.
Wow.
On a squash court.
And that's how you went.
That's how I became a sports therapist.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool that they worked their magic on you and you thought, do you know what, I could do that and help other people.
Yeah. And that was the transition really. Studied and became a sports therapist, and it was really slow to start with.
Yeah.
But over the years, people are starting to realise that this stuff actually, the huge benefits, incredible benefits. Absolutely huge. The amount of people that we see every day, the problems that they bring. And here's a stat for you. 1 in 4 people that go to the GP's practice go with neck and back pain.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, that's really interesting.
Yes, it is.
That's really interesting, because obviously in the screening, which Luke did in the last podcast, he brought up some more exercises.
Yes.
And the top of my back, I'm not rotating well enough.
Yes.
So I have a little ball. We played together.
Yes,
and
we have. Yes.
By the way, guys, C is a quality golfer.
Thank you.
What a quality golfer! What a swing! What a player! Yeah. I'll not embarrass him too much, but I think he's off 6 or 7, and he's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
He's not just a good sports therapist; he's a bloody good golfer. But yeah, so the tenseness in my back.
Yes.
Luke said, this is why you're coming out of your swing.
Yes.
Like, you know, when you're in a 4 ball or a 3 ball, people go, oh, your head came up.
Yeah.
But there's a reason for that.
Yeah. The common myth in golf.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, your head come up. I see your head bob up. No, but there is a reason for that.
Yeah.
Seemingly, I've tenseness in my back, which you've worked on today, haven't you?
I have, yes. And I would recommend, for your listeners, I'd recommend that if you get a chance, it doesn't matter what your handicap is, whether it's 39, it doesn't matter. I would highly recommend a screening, purely because what that will show you are your strengths and your weaknesses in your golf swing. And most pros will identify, Luke being one, who's a great lad, by the way. They'll identify what you're doing well when you're not doing so well.
Yeah.
Where I come in as a therapist is, I'll probably speak to Luke as well, and I do work with a few golfers as well. When you identify those weaknesses, a functional rehabilitation, like I said to you earlier, is my forte. We can actually get to treat a player or anybody for that matter, so that they then enables them to actually swing a golf club properly with relative ease. Muscle activation is something that I do when I practice, which was what I did with you before we started. We did some strength tests and we found a couple of weaknesses.
We did.
And after the treatment,
the weaknesses were gone.
They were gone. Much. So flexibility is important. Muscle activation is very important. And when you get those couple of simple things going, you will be able to swing the way you're being taught or the way that you want to.
And is there anything in between in your sports massage that people can do, like exercises?
There's plenty you can do, and that's why a screening is important. So the process, in my opinion, is if you go and see your local pro and you have a lesson, if they identify what the weaknesses are in your screening, you then see someone like myself. We then look at it from my perspective. We then look at what the weaknesses are. And from then on, you can get as simple as a 5-minute stretching program or exercising program. It doesn't really necessarily have to be in a gym. There's little things you can do using a TheraBand or just your body weight alone. And over time, like I said, flexibility is key for a golfer, and muscle activation is key. It's all about function. If everything is actually working, if all your muscles are active, you will be able to actually swing your golf club without any issues.
Much freer.
Efficiency.
And then therefore you'll hit the ball better.
Absolutely. You're just going to enjoy it that little bit more.
Exactly.
Yeah, and there many times I've played with the local golfers at Marple here. And you can see it because obviously I'm a therapist. I won't say it, but you can see it. And you hear little complaints. So my back's really sore, or I've had back issues. I've had a shoulder problem for 8 to 10 years, and I would encourage anyone who plays golf, or anybody that just struggles with muscular skeletal stress, if I can use that as a blanket description, to just come in. Either see me or go see Luke, go see your local pro.
Well, I think if you go and see the pro, then this screening, like even before you have a lesson, I haven't had a lesson with Luke, but he gave me the screening. We went through the screening, and he goes, "Ooh, you need to work on that." You know, that's tight. That's why you're doing this, and that's why you're doing that, and you feel this.
And the importance of it, particularly with the screening, is if those weaknesses aren't identified. It doesn't matter how many lessons you're going to have or how much you're going to practice.
Exactly.
If there's going to be limitations in your body, and it's not enabling you to swing a golf club as you want it to, as how you're being taught, you can have 10 lessons a month, and
you're
not going to improve. Exactly.
Exactly, because your body, whoever is teaching you in the lessons, they have to realise what your body can and can't do.
Correct.
And if they don't know that, then you're already at a disadvantage.
Yes, you are.
And you know, this is where is where the screenings come in. Like
absolutely.
Like today, you told me I'm going to hurt tomorrow.
Yes.
But say Wednesday, come day, hopefully I'll be on fire.
Exactly. You're going to feel a little bit freer.
Yep.
The muscles will be a little bit relaxed, and those are the advantages of the basic sort of advantages of massage. If I can just use massage alone, what it does to the muscles, it loosens them out, and if you loosen muscles out, every muscle moves from one joint to another. If there's dynamic shortening in the tissue, becomes weakness, then there will be restrictions in the joints involved.
Right. Okay.
So if today with you, we worked on muscles called trapezium, or trapezius, if you like, and the rhomboids. If they shorten, they will then create a weakness in your glenohumeral joint, which is your shoulder, and also coming into the back, your thoracic spine, as well as your shoulder blade. For a golfer, that's a nightmare, because you won't actually be able to rotate as much as you want to. Your swing shortens, you're going to start slicing. But you won't even realise, because you're just thinking, I can't play today.
I'm having a bad day. Exactly.
But it's little things like that. If you just comb through all those little things, you loosen out nicely, you're just going to get out on a golf course.
So how many, for the average golfer, like, you know, I'm a high-ish handicap. How often should a high-ish handicap, or any golfer for that fact, get a sports massage?
My recommendation is, it's a difficult question to answer that one
Yeah.
because everybody's different.
Yeah,
So,
every body,
exactly.
Yeah,
I could you
absolutely.
and also particularly with the amateur golfer, it also depends on what they do for a living. I think we you and I have had this discussion today. You drive a lot and you sit behind a computer a lot, so your stresses are very different to say some of the lads that we play golf with,
Yeah,
who
exactly.
are builders.
Yeah.
So on average, when someone new comes in, you assess them. It normally takes about 2 to 3 treatments before you can then go. I reckon it's going to be every couple of weeks or every month, but in general, I'd say one every 4 to 6 weeks.
Right. Okay.
Is ideal.
Yeah.
Is ideal because it just gets rid of all those cobwebs.
And it frees your
It
body up.
it frees your body up. But with that, the recommendation that I also give is that even once or twice a week, just have a little stretching program. Twice a week is something that I recommend. Us at home on an evening, spend a good 10-15 minutes.
Yeah. What about yoga? Because obviously a lot of people are talking about yoga and how good it is for flexibility.
Yes.
What do you think of that?
Incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, incredible. One of my best friends actually, she just opened a place up in Cheadle, Yoga Sangha. Yvette Sanderson, she's incredible. If you actually listen to all the pros, it's part of the program. It could be yoga, it could be Pilates.
Yeah.
And the beauty with yoga is there's so many variations in yoga. There's some of it is quite aggressive, some of it is very gentle. It's just finding something that works
for you. Yeah.
Exactly. And with yoga, again, you don't necessarily have to go to a class.
Yeah.
There's plenty online.
Yeah, that's true.
That you can actually just go and look up YouTube. There's plenty that you can do.
Tons.
A 10-minute one. You can actually even have it a little bit more focused to your needs.
Yeah.
If it's your lower back, if it's your upper back, if it's your legs, whatever it is, there's always something out there that will suit an individual's needs.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And what's your next big thing? Say, are you playing Wednesday? Are you playing Saturday?
That's the plan. The plan, I've actually just taken a little bit of clinic time off on a Wednesday, so I'm going to start playing on a Wednesday and Saturday, probably from next week.
Nice.
I've got a little dream. We can all dream. I just want to give it a go and just maybe see how low I can get.
What's the aim? What's the aim for this?
5, really. 5.
So come down. What are you on now at the minute?
8, 7, 7.8.
7.8.
Yeah, so it just needs a bit of practice.
2.8. That's big though, because when a single figure handicapper wants to come down that much, that's hard.
It is hard, and it requires a lot of practice, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And
although on your Instagram, you were at the driving range.
I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna give it a go. Initially, at the start of the year, I didn't think I'd have the time, but I've definitely managed to create little pockets of time when if I can get on the range.
Mega.
2-3 times a week. Play Wednesday, Saturday. Dial it in. It's hopefully.
Cool. And do you obviously as a masseur you can't massage yourself?
No.
Do you get treated as well?
Yes, absolutely. So I work with several chiropractors.
Cool.
I'm a chiropractic clinic. So one of my very good friends, Faye, and also Andrew Jackson, they treat me. I tend to get one every couple of weeks.
Okay.
That's a chiropractic treatment. But for massage, I have one a week.
Right. Okay.
Purely because I'm on my feet all day.
Yes.
Playing golf, so tightness is something that creeps in easily because of what I do for a living. And I find for me, on a Saturday morning, an hour's massage just frees me up. Yeah, frees me up because my weakness is my lower back. Yeah. I'm very, very flat-footed, and also playing professional squash for over 12 years.
Yeah.
That created a little bit of a weakness on my left sacroiliac joint. So for me, one a week suits me to a T.
Cool. There you go, guys. One a week for C. One every 6 weeks. 6 weeks for me.
Yeah.
Right, there you go.
Win-win.
Happy days.
Yeah. Could be a single figure goal for yourself.
You never know. Well, you're trying to get the hacker to hero. The goal paint. Say, is that before we go? What do you think your chances of goal paint this year?
There's every chance. Judging by how I played on Saturday, I think there's a good couple of rounds in me.
Good stuff.
So I think for me, I think it's just all about going out there, just enjoying it, relaxing on
Yeah.
the golf course, not putting any pressure on myself, just
Yeah.
enjoy it, and
Yeah.
there's every chance.
Use the normal comps like Rory does. Use the normal comps.
That's
like,
it.
Basically, as practice.
Yes.
And then the board comes is like, here we go.
That's it.
They're our majors, aren't they?
That absolutely.
You know?
So there's every chance of getting gold paint, and it's always a bonus when you get. I've got one, but another 2.
Be nice to get some more, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
2022 sees you.
Two rack, mate.
Good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, thank you very much for coming on, and thank you for educating us on why we should.